And I started trying to walk faster, and that's what happened. You know, I let the kid's hand go, but I was moving fast. Like, okay, no, I got to catch up. And as I got closer, you know, the bodyguard looked, and so did he, because I was beelining, and he looked at me, and then he did a double take, and he went. He hit me with the hey you.
He knew.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.
Not outside of my body.
Just inside, right? I heard this stories before.
Yeah,
right?
not outside my body. I mean, I played it low. I kept it cool because, you know, but it was very.
Who was that person that you did the most in your head?
Michael Jackson.
That's hard. You met Mike?
Yep. I mean, kind of, sort of.
Tell me about that. Tell me about that story. Come on now. Share it. He had just won his court trial. He had just won the verdict. And I guess they were having a celebration at Neverland. And I was invited. You know, it was invite only. And as a matter of fact, I think Tommy Davidson was hosting the joint.
Really?
Okay.
Tommy Davidson, they were, you know, this was like, you know, they were having on the ranch. It was going to be a bunch of people, you know, families and all of this stuff, but it was invite only. And, you know, he lives out in like the middle of nowhere, right? And so it was one of those things where it's like, you got to make sure you got gas because ain't
no gas stations.
And it's this little bitty town. It's a little bitty town that you go through right before you get to his mountain. Mm-hmm. You know, and it was crazy because, I mean, obviously, you know, I grew up, I was a super Michael Jackson fan. Super fan. Super, like.
You knew how to do the moonwalk, everything.
Let me tell you something. You don't even know. You don't even know the half.
You had the jacket.
I had what?
The glove.
I still got it. Like, no. You don't even know. Like, you don't even know how many Michael Jackson impersonator contests I won growing up to see him in concert and all of this. Like, I got footage y'all didn't even understand.
Wow.
You couldn't even see the color of my wall for Michael Jackson posters. And my dad got sick of it one day. I'll never forget. I didn't even know I had a wall. I came home and he had taken all the pictures down and threw them in the trash.
What?
And I walk. You know how you walk in your room?
He's like, this not my
different
room.
because it's brighter. Because the room, my walls were actually blue. I just didn't know that. I hadn't remembered that. And you know how you walk in and then you walk back out and you go. And I went in there and I was like, this motherfucker. This motherfucker. And I was like 14, 50, you know, but in my head, I was like, this motherfucker didn't took that. Mom! So.
What was his reason? Did he give you an explanation? He don't have to give you an explanation.
I mean, you know, dads can be assholes. I don't know. He was pissed about something. Who knows, you know.
When he took him down.
You know, and a part of me to this day, I think, you know, jealousy played a lot of part into it too. Because, you know, again, we talking about that in the home shit. Mm-hmm. And if I'm the one that's actually doing all this stuff, being the bread, and I get the attention, you know, and now all of a sudden I'm the breadwinner, so to speak. Mm-hmm. You know
at 14.
Exactly. Different story.
I'm going to take his Michael Jackson.
Different show.
Down. Yeah, I'm taking him down.
Right.
So finish the Michael Jackson. So when you get there.
I get there and he has like, I think it's a small world after all, or he's got all these Peter Pan. There's like a bunch of crazy shit leading up to the gate to his house. It's like it's immense. It's incredible. Never seen. I thought I was going to a theme park. Incredible.
Wow.
But I was late and I was rushing. I had my family with me and I was late. I was like, man, come on, y'all gonna make me miss him, you know, because I figured he was gonna get on stage and do something to him. Like, but I'm at his house. This man, we walked through the gates. And I'm like, oh, wow. I'm looking at this palatial estate. I mean, acres of stuff, you know. And I thought his house was right here because it was this huge 2-story, big old house. They was like, no, that's a house dedicated to just games. I said, what happened? Huh?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, a monstrosity of a house that has nothing but games inside.
Wow, that's
like,
huge.
What? And I'll never forget, I was like, okay, well, off in the distance, there was picnic chairs and things like that, and people set up when he was walking. And I guess he had came out at the same time, right? And I had my whole family with me. I had 2 sons at that time with me, and I was with my wife, and we're walking, and, you know, he had trampolines in the ground. because there was a bunch of kids playing around and stuff like that, right? And he had trampolines in the ground, and people was like jumping on him. I was like, what is that? Like, how are they doing that? I was like, oh, that's a trampoline. He got it in the ground? Like, it's on the ground? That's crazy, right? And the kids, I'll never forget, we were walking, and it was like a trajectory, and he's tall and big ass hands. I mean, hands like, I ain't never seen nobody hands that big. He was walking, and somebody was holding an umbrella over him. And I don't know if you've seen the movie Powder. Remember that movie Powder?
Yes,
about
yes,
that boy
yes.
That's what
Wow.
Mike looked like, right? I was like,
Yeah.
who is this white man?
White.
He was walking, and then I realized, because it was like people started realizing, you know how when somebody's walking through the crowd and then the crowd started, because everybody was doing their own thing, so nobody was really paying attention. But I was like, that's him. And he was walking, and we were on the same trajectory. And the kids wanted to go jump in the trampoline, so I let their hand go. And my wife was like, hey, you can't just let them run off. But I was focused. I was stuck right here. I was like, they're going to be okay. They're going to be all right. And I was like, he just won the trial. Like, you know, thinking, I didn't know what she was worried about. Like, them getting lost, something happening to them. I was like, what do you, but I was focused, and I was like, they're going to be okay. They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine. She was like, get there. I was like, you get the kids. Because I'm about to meet. And I started trying to walk faster. And that's what happened. You know, I let the kids' hand go, but I was moving fast. Like, okay, no, I got to catch up. And as I got closer, you know, the bodyguard looked, and so did he, because I was focused. I was beelining. And he looked at me, and then he did a double take, and he went, he hit me with the, hey, you.
He knew.
He hit me with the, hey, you.
Did you just fall out?
He hit me with the hat, and I just stopped walking. I stopped in my tracks, like, he know who I am.
That's hard, man.
He know me. It wasn't like, hey, little black boy, hey, hey, thanks, because, it was people all around. So it was almost like, I see you.
Wow.
I know who you are. Thank you for coming type shit.
Wow.
And I was like,
that's enough.
I stopped, and I just stopped, because she was like, get your kids. And I'm like, you fucking up the moment. You are killing the game right now in my head. Like, do you know? And I'm like, she's like, I don't give a. I'm like,
wow. How long did y'all stay out there?
Couple of hours.
Couple hours,
yeah. Because I went in because I was like, well, I'm gonna go in the house. That's when I found out it was the game. I was like, I'm gonna go. When everybody get put out, I'm already be in the house. Yeah, because all these people can't stay.
That's
and
real.
I walked in the house, and it was the game room, and I was like, what? Where am I? And it was a bunch of just games on every floor.
Wow.
Machine pinball, and I was like, this is crazy. This ain't the house. It was like, no, the main house. You got to take a train to get. I was like, a train?
Wow.
To get to the main house? I was like, yeah, I don't know if I'm invited to that one. I don't know if let's go enjoy the festivities. Let's go on over let's go to the stage. See what Tommy's hosting. Let's go over there.
Wow, man.
That's crazy, though.
Going back to, and I'm going to be honest with you, man, Mike is a whole nother level. For you to be done met him, that's on a whole nother level.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people wish they would. My kids, man, they love Mike. And I'm like, how did they just fell in love with Mike? They kids. Mike was already been gone. But they loved Mike, didn't they? Just from the jump, bro. And Whitney Houston. I'm like, and
there's something there. There's a magic there. There's something
there
that transcends. All ages.
But my theory on, especially on Michael, I said, Michael's name will never die, yes, but what to me helps him to live more is those Broadway shows. You know what I mean? In New York, all those Broadway shows, if you keep on having those Broadway shows of Michael Jackson, all these young kids, these adults are taking these kids to see these shows, and they're learning more about Michael's history, learning more about
out there.
People don't
his name will never die.
Ever.
People don't always have everyone can't go see a Broadway show.
Mm-hmm. It's not cheap.
Yeah, the means. That's what I was looking for. The means.
Right.
Everybody can't go to a
We
Broadway
went to
show.
our first one last year.
But
in New York.
But it's a testament to who he was that there actually is one.
Right.
That's the whole point.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? It's like having a ride at a theme park. It's like, what? You know what I'm saying? Like it's
Different level.
a testament to what your thing is. The fact that you there's an actual ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like different
yeah.
things. Like it's like what? There's a statue. There's a monument.
Yeah, yeah.
Testaments.
Yeah, we on Boss Talk 101. Yeah, we gonna talk.